So in this demo, I'm going to be showing the usage of synthetic frame call stack spoofing to bypass some defenses. In this case, the defenses are going to be Elastic Security and Bitdefender. The Elastic Security is 8.9.2, so it's relatively up to date and has those call stack detections, and Bitdefender does not. The only exceptions are for Process Hacker. Elastic uses ETW, threat intel, and call stack detections, and Bitdefender has some userland hooks and probably other things, so combined it's pretty interesting. They are able to work together since Elastic doesn't completely take over the AV. For the bypass that we're going to be showing, there's going to be a few components. The first is a shellcode loader. There's two shellcode loaders. They do the exact same thing except one downloads different shellcode. The no spoof shellcode, so the no spoof loader and the spoof loader, they both just do dynamic resolution of function names to leave those entries out the import address table because Elastic flags on that, and then it just downloads the shellcode and runs it. The actual shellcode it's going to be downloading, there's two, and they do also the same thing, just differently. So they are going to perform unhooking via indirect syscalls. It's just a port of the article on iRed team, and the indirect syscalls are nothing too crazy. Just find the gadget, jump to it, and have a prep function to prep the registers, or prep the address to jump to, using hard-coded numbers because it's just a simple proof of concept and test system. As for the spoof shellcode, it still performs unhooking via indirect syscalls, but integrates synthetic frame call stack spoofing. So let's see these in action. So we go over to 64 debug and pop open Notepad and just go to say empty map view of section. You can see instead of the normal syscall stub at map view of section, a lot more functions are hooked via that little trampoline. So running the no spoof loader, which is going to load our unhooking shellcode that unhooks by indirect syscalls, it's going to get flagged by Elastic for loading a second copy of NTDLL via unbacked memory. Whereas if we do the spoof shellcode, or the shellcode that performs the call stack spoofing to do same stuff, there is no alert. If we attach in real quick before the process exits, we'll be able to hop into NT and search up for map view of section. Map view of section. We can see that the text section has replaced this one, and our syscall stubs are restored. The Bitdefender is no longer hooking this process. So through using those synthetic frames, we were able to bypass that unbacked memory issue. And this is because while indirect syscalls do use a syscall gadget, I think I was using the one in NT-open file, that gadget, so syscall returns from kernel into NTDLL, and then NTDLL is going to return to a unbacked address. Whereas with the call stack spoofing, it's going to return to either kernel 32 or NTDLL, wherever you're using the gadget from, to jump back to the handler. And while this isn't the normal chain to an automated check, it's not as suspicious.